Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, Universal Christos Alliance of our Councils of Light. On this last day of September, the 30th of 2022, the heliosphere of our local Solaris has become very active, with a trinity of powerful M-class flares releasing within a large sunspot group that is altering the way the whole sun vibrates. We had an M1.1 at 4 o'clock UTC on the 30th, and M2.9 at 1622 UTC on the 30th, and an M1.3 at 1734 UTC also today. 3 in a row. These solar flares will continue to flood Pachamama and all her children of the sun with higher dimensional 5D adamantine particles and packets of codes for our DNA upgrades and downloads of gamma information for crystalline transformations. This active group of sunspots are rotating over the sun's northeastern limb and should be Earth-facing within the next 24 to 48 hours, bringing us into a red-hot October of transfiguration and activation. As conduits of the Holy Spirit of the higher light, we are fully open and fully free to allow the most blessed and sacred resonance and frequencies into this realm from the Most High, for the highest good of all. We are receptacles of light and reflectors of truth. We are shedding skins and dropping timelines so quickly now that every day is like a new timeline, as we remain anchored deep into the crystalline core of Pachamama, and we continue to rise in the ascension of pure consciousness. The divine masculine and divine feminine merge together in the center of the sacred hoop in Heros Gamos of holy union. Our collective shadow work is almost complete as we integrate the unconscious mind with the conscious mind, the emptiness with the form and the form with the emptiness. What was once separate is now united. We maintain our individual consciousness, and all the while maintaining our pure awareness of unity consciousness. Living from the heart, we experience our direct link and union with Prime Source Creator and to all things as manifestations of the One. The kingdom of God is at hand. To the individual that is healing in the world, we commend you. In the flash and flow of the quanta, we let go of the shore of linear time and merge in the free flow formlessness of nonlinear time we call the spatial. Starseed Earth Angelics, now it is time to rise and thrive as rainbow warriors of the new Earth. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And now a couple quick stories before we continue. Last night I went to sleep about 2 a.m. and at 4:44 a.m. PST time I was awoken wide awake for 4 hours. And I realized this was the time that some of these powerful solar flares release from the sun. So I felt this deep in my heart chakra, my crown, and the root as the 3 dantians merged together in the middle. And then this afternoon, as I went on a powerful vision quest to a very sacred portal and waterfall, I was surrounded by the winged nations. Many dragonflies surrounded me. There were many mating. I recorded a very special video for my sacred Condor of a guitar piece called Romanza, meaning romance, which I hope to over the next few days put the footage together and release this music video on my YouTube channels here. I was also visited by a very special creature. Gaia sent one of her winged nation called an American Dipper. And one of the very special things of the American Dipper bird It is North America's only truly aquatic songbird, and she sung very beautiful songs to me, transmitted from the heart of Gaia. So we're always thankful and grateful to our great Mother Earth for all the gifts she gives us. And we spent some time together. This is some of the footage. I'll be putting out photos in the next few days, and some of the photo at the beginning was in the sacred portal. I also plan on putting out a very special nature video on the footage of the waterfalls and the creatures I took today. Also, hopefully over the next few days. So the powerful energy, the Solaris, was blazing this realm with the gold rays today. As I anchored deep into the core of Pachamama, and the elementals were very powerful. You should feel that in the videos, in some of these videos in today's transmission. So let me know what you feel in the comments below as you watch these videos and listen to these transmissions. And a very special thanks to all our tribe of the Earth Angelics that continue to support us through this month of September and into October. We are very grateful and appreciate every one of you that has supported us over these last few years and that continue to support us. We couldn't be doing this work without you, so thank you very much. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 14 degrees, 26 minutes Sagittarius. The sun is at 8 degrees, 1 minute Libra. And the current Sabian symbol for the sun at 9 degrees Libra. 3 old masters hanging in a special room in an art gallery. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 15 degrees Sagittarius. The groundhog looking for its shadow on Groundhog Day. From astrologyweekly.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Valerie A. Elster, many new templates, especially related to our updated original blueprints, are from Lyra. The Lyrans appear to be the same as everyone else due to the physical nature of planet Earth, where everything is experienced as three-dimensional. Lyrans are here to help us realize our true nature. Ancient races from the Lyra constellation are our earliest ancestors who seeded us on this planet. They volunteer to come to our planet for the blossoming of creative energy. From ValerieElster.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Amanda Lawrence. Wayshowers. Incoming energies. Very strong incoming energies just started, 7:45 p.m. UK time. I don't post all incoming as it's 24/7 and has been for years now. In all moments we receive incoming energies. I just post when I feel there is something significant or a change to the frequencies, vibrations, light code patterns, or anything else that's new compared to years of increased incoming energies. But as I've said for many, many years now, to expect continuous incremental increases to the incoming energy strength, spin, vibrations, and multiplicity of light encoded patterns to the body. Year on year, more people now feel these energies. Don't worry if you don't. You don't have to feel them. This is a natural change occurring due to our position moving within the photon belt. The physical body integrates and adjusts to all increases. It takes 3 solar days to integrate any day's incoming energies with its light encodings. The increases in Hertz value create a faster and faster photon spin within our physical cells. We become a higher Hertz frequency at our own individualized baseline of frequency. If you struggle, try and let your muscles relax by whatever means. Notice any resistance and let go of any mental or physical resistance. This will ease your experience. Be the flow rather than resist the flow. Nobody in the world receives more than their own body can withstand, but all receive more and more as we all go higher in Hertz frequency. If you choose to work with incoming energy, we merge into these incoming energies at will and become one with them. We work with them. This also has the effect of more expansion into our own energetic fields and adds to our capacity to absorb more energy. Thus we can take on more and more energy as the incoming energies increase and increase in Hertz value. This allows us to absorb as much as our bodies can possibly withstand at a given timeline to come. Event wave. Every human being is receiving and playing their part, and it all adds up to what will become humanity's increased frequency baseline. Our bodies are for now receiving and adjusting to a faster spin within us, in order that our bodies are prepared enough to meet the event wave. The event wave is both an internal as well as external event of a one-off frequency emission that shall be incrementally received by all based upon what each body can withstand. So to not ever wait for the event wave to happen to you or mentally feel at the mercy of increased energies to our four bodies, or to wait for the world to change around you, but to choose to embrace this journey and work with all of your four bodies, mental, emotional, physical, etherical, in order to become one with your own energetic field, as within, so without. But if in doubt, just try and relax with the incoming energies you receive. That's the easiest thing to do, and let go. For if we physically or mentally resist, we lower our own energetic frequency that we emit, and in turn this adds to lowering the accumulative collective frequency. Instead, you can be excited about it, which will raise your frequency and ease any uncomfortable symptoms, and be excited about what we are truly all a part of, together as one. So much love, Amanda Lawrence, 30th of September, 2022. And from Divine Bro, Throw of the Light, Rick Jewers. As the co-creator ability of manifestation has impressively increased throughout the collective, one is to be more conscientious at this point and forward with their projections of thought. As we go into yet another higher era in this ascension, your projections of evaluation, which are also judgments, can and will affect the one you are evaluating more than any time in the past. Remember that thoughts are energy, and thoughts are now more powerful projections of creator energy upon another, thing, and even events. This is important for spiritual teachers to upgrade the material of their curriculum by taking into consideration the adverse effects of speaking of past distortion and keeping any past negative state energized. The Divine Feminine are still leading the way in this ascension for all, are still in a dominant feminine energetic environment, and are steadily increasing in their divine prowess. The Divine Feminine can assist more readily the Divine Masculine to rise by not projecting a lower evaluation to the Divine Masculine. As powerful co-creators, you are more effective by creating the environment where the Divine Masculine are already risen with you, rather than saying they have work to do, and create the scenarios through thought projections that they still have work to do. This will assist with eliminating any stagnation out of the now, and will propel the ascension forward with leaps and bounds. With current twin flame relationships, it is also important to keep your consort in the highest by projecting and speaking with the highest thought and intent to more effectively assist with any transmuting of lower conscious circumstances and being the uplifting support. You are to empower each other and not create unnecessary circumstances when you both are fully divinely able to create harmonious flow. This discipline and prudence with your divine prowess and mission together is what affects not only your reality, it directly affects the collective reality. Even more so if your divine designation is twin flame creator pairs. The reality you are creating and the quality of this reality depends upon the quality of your purity. Once you have mastered the lower density, fair spectrum, and no longer project from that state, your true power is realized. This planetary mission involves raising the frequency for humanity with humanity intact, stepping up reality incrementally so as to maintain divine order along the way. The reason many of you cannot leave yet is because the mission is not completed yet. However, very close to the point when it is, and your Merkaba will be fully activated, allowing you to transcend dimensions in reality. The human playground is to stay intact, however, intact in the reality where evil can no longer exist, intact in the heaven on earth scenario. What is known as the Great Awakening is accelerating and is divinely scheduled to continue, preparing ones for the new world. As most know by now, this is a selfless mission that is not about you, the divine individual. It is about humanity and the soul's deliverance into the next echelon of experience. For if it was just about you ascending, you would have been gone before now, for you came with the way home already intact. Love and light, Rick Jewers. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Jennifer Hoffman. The final day of the month is for tying up loose ends and preparing for a new step on our energy ride, and September goes out with a big push of light and a huge reveal of darkness. The darkness has been around for a long time. We were just integrated with it as part of the 3D closed system that we could not see it. We also did not have the benefit of the awakened and light-aware population that we have today. One person shining their light is a tiny glimmer in the darkness. You notice it, but it only lights up the area around it. But millions of people shining their light dispels vast amounts of darkness, and that is where we are today. We notice the darkness because of the light. The light reveals the darkness and its secrets that are possible to maintain without light. Those who have steadfastly been shining the light for a very long time are the dawn for those who are still in the dark. They act as a beacon to remind others that if you don't like the dark, just turn on the light. About 10 years ago, I said we were transitioning from being light workers to being light beacons, from doing the work of spreading the light to being a beacon of light. No extra effort involved, just shine the light for those who want to find it. Shine on, light always dispels darkness. From enlighteninglife.com. And from Divine Consorts of the Light, Suryananda and Ayed. The Great Central Sun has released the 30th of September a metamorphosis download and shift having inherent within an initiation and activation for inhabitants receptive to these tremendous higher energies and frequencies. This being the second download and shift of the 30th of September, with Father and Divine Mother and the Elohim from the Great Central Sun. From the Great Central Sun, Akashic Records. At 1:45 p.m., I had said to Suryananda, "Have you a moment?" And we began the session. I had said, "This is very important, Suryananda." As Suryananda began to retrieve what had taken place many hours earlier, the Atlantis download and shift. As can be recognized when this description is read and understood, within this metamorphosis download and shift there are differences. Many may have felt very tired all of a sudden as Suryananda when this session began. The energies and essence within under the aspect of being a metamorphosis will inevitably lead to a greater understanding on the Great Central Sun, the omnipresent, omnipotent power of creation, existence itself. This metamorphosis download and shift is a continuation of the etheric map of creation, the etheric May of creation key, download and shift of the 28th of September. Thus the continuation and amplification will be instrumental in the transcending of veils and barriers on Gaia, which have separated the inhabitants on Gaia, from deep alignment and attunement to their origins beyond Gaia, whether this is the Great Central Sun, stars, and other worlds, whilst many on Gaia may have felt extremely tired, even those well used to these ongoing downloads and shifts. With this being a metamorphosis download and shift, some will notice a significant change in temperature, as Suryananda becoming extremely cold for a lot of the session, although heat fully on, this being very unusual during such download shifts and activations. With this metamorphosis, download and shift, alchemical processes will be experienced while absorption is completed. This is exciting for those receptive to higher vibrations beyond the physicality of Gaia. The momentum is ongoing, and many on Gaia will be aware of more awareness and understanding on creation, source, as expansion of consciousness comes into being in a greater proportion than before for inhabitants on Gaia. Atlantis has released a tremendously powerful download and shift, 30th of September 2022, onto Gaia and inhabitants who are and will be receptive to the high frequencies, vibrations, and energies within Atlantis. From the Great Central Sun Akashic Records. This tremendously powerful download and shift direct from Atlantis in the present has within specific and unique vibrations, energies, and frequencies, and that Atlantis, loved by so many, was never obliterated fully, as has been written of over the centuries. Atlantis is very much loved and lived on in the present, and will continue, having long ago transcended its initial realm of beauty into a significantly higher vibration. Unlike many of the ancient worlds and civilizations, Atlantis is unique, having never existed on Gaia. Atlantis is surrounded by innumerable pure lands, all of which are safe, secure, and fully protected, with the pure lands also never having been on Gaia. Atlantis, long durations ago, ceased to have Atlantean high priests and high priestesses. These Atlantean high priests and high priestesses belonged to the early Atlantis, and long ago were no longer an integral aspect of Atlantis. The Ray children of the Duman Adamic race written of some years ago belonged to early Atlantis, and also long ago were no longer a part of Atlantis, which was indeed beautiful. But since Atlantis long ago transcended the old Atlantis, the Ray children, as the ancient high priests and priestesses, are remembered in the ether, loved by those of the light, as the ancient Atlanteans, but not in Atlantis, in its new higher structure of being. Atlantis is an integral realm visited by Father and Divine Mother and the Elohim from the Great Central Sun, and the Ancient Ones from the Great Central Sun, as also star seeds and galactics and worlds beyond the Great Central Sun. The innumerable pure lands surrounding Atlantis are also deeply loved and cherished, whereby ongoing arrivals and departures take place constantly. 222 coming in. Atlantis and the Pure Lands are all a beautiful safe haven for cosmic masters, and this will remain. The jurisdiction of Atlantis and the Pure Lands encompasses a vast and magnificent expanse and area surrounded by great beauty, inevitable for non-physical worlds. And from Divine Brother of the Light Sean Caulfield, The Storm Within. Over the past few days, with the internal shifts of time pulling on the conscience to be in sacred relation, clarity has been created, and a deepening realization of the complexity and the diversity of the divine process has been answered. As gratitude is offered, we receive the balances of inner peace. All is a miracle of self-discovery. We are here to find this out for ourselves. If we are told the lessons are not learned properly, and the lost aspects of the soul do not return correctly, the rising energies of evolution will to the new levels of understanding that become visible and clear as the ego is humbled. Single-minded action and devotion to the highest ideals expands consciousness to unify the mind's internal conflicts with the heart. This activates the inner memory of the seeds of creation's intent to grow true to the will of universal source through you. Wolf teaches to lead by example and allow others to teach themselves. Abab, Creator, teaches you to be the change you seek. The soul has come full circle to arrive at the beginning. It has spun enough times to spiral into the remembering. It is the time to look within, hold center, grow your light to expand beyond all that tries to dampen it. Dream true and ascend anew. What the next few days is moving time through is aligned to Hawk's message, to redirect you on a new path, that if you are conscious of the living heart centered by, will test your devotion to doing this. The memory of the new phenomenon from the collective unconscious has been rising to the surface, and it is now being dispersed and communicated. Communication is key. In any given situation, see what isn't being said. See the opposite as complementary. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of our communication. It's all about communication with our higher self. Sometimes we need counsel in this regard. We are all fragile and need support to understand and trust to be certain within. We all come from the memory of the first seed. The seed, universal source, conceived the dream of time to be. The conductor of our destiny is on our horizon. The internal storm and the emotions of the rain wash away the ego to bring fertile grounds for new growth. Blessings and love, Sean from rockartgallery.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ramona Lappin. Dark magic and AI grids fully dissolved now. We just had the 3rd M-class flare, another 8 powerful C-class flares so far today, all coming from the massive sunspot 3112 that is coming around the sun's east limb. We also have solar winds that are likely to pick up after earlier geomagnetic instabilities of KP4. These energies are super powerful as these are helping to deliver powerful ascension activations, keys, codes, and downloads, and are just some of the measurables. We have some super powerful grid, DNA, crystalline core, diamond grid, and diamond rainbow plasma light body activations taking place right now, as well as the magnetic field and pole shift coming to its full completion, causing a lot of nausea, dizziness, and other purification symptoms, such as body aches and tiredness. I shared more in my previous post on the rising of the Divine Masculine. Take it easy, keep emptying yourself of all that is not your true self, and keep filling up with the super powerful, pure source love light that is healing all now, for those with the open hearts to receive this. I've been busy with much gate and grid work, as well as going through my own transformation, and helping bring the collective divine union process to its full completion. We're all very busy whilst allowing extra rest and sleep, as this is when we do a lot of work around timeline reality adjustments, as we collapse and co-create all new, as well as anchor the higher dimensional frequencies and downloads coming in. It's sacred work, so allow for the sacred transformation to unfold through you now. The dark magic and AI grids, artificial holographic matrix overlays and inserts, black goo, graphene, shadow beings, any remaining reversals, negative alien technology and machinery are being fully dissolved in this now, completing the clearing of the grids. This also is clearing any remaining black magic, spells, sorcery, curses, hexes that have affected especially the Divine Masculine twins. All remaining distortions and interference patterns between the twins that have prevented divine union from completing are now being fully removed and dissolved, along with any remaining fear-based programming that has held the artificial matrix simulation together, as we get ready to pull the plug. Today signals a massive shift, change, and final completion day. Miracles are unfolding and much is happening behind the scenes. Knowing is seeing. Eternal love and blessings, Ramona. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn 144 God Code. You've manifested union with your original divine counterpart. To receive this here on earth has required removing karmic relationship cycles for good, so they would never repeat interfering in your life and union. This path has been scary and challenging, but your faith has got you to the end. Open up to the messages of love that are taking you down this new path to union. Release expectations based on what the Matrix says a relationship is. The truth is revealing itself and wants to be told through you. Discover this through your spirit. Open up to the solutions that are showing the way to having a loving, stable relationship with your perfect match. You are coming into alignment with your divine counterpart, which has a very high vibrational original soul origin. This is very different than we've known. Although it's unique, it is much more in alignment with the new version of yourself you are discovering. This successful outcome is completing. This weekend you can get into alignment and receive what is now available and accessible. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Breakthrough of the Light, Graham Forscott, September 30th through October 1st. During this 24 to 36 hour period on Earth, aligns directly to the antenna galaxies 4038 and 4039, a pair of galaxies that from our view appear to be close together and form a heart shape. Those born March 29th and September 29th have this alignment in their natal chart. Influence: those who have their psychic antenna tuned to extragalactic realms, tuning into the far future, accessing light language codes and higher dimensions. From GalacticAstrologyAcademy.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Adrian Elyse. Gaia Daily, September 30th through October 3rd, The Greater Truth. Mercury retrograde has made it to 24 degrees, as far back into Virgo as he will go. This puts Mercury just 1 degree out of opposition with Neptune in Pisces, who is retrograde at 23 degrees. Mercury made this opposition once already back on August 21st, just as he entered retrograde shadow. We are back to where it all started. We don't know up from down. Mercury will turn direct on October 2nd, but don't expect clarity quite yet about the last couple of months or years. Mercury will remain at 24 degrees Virgo in opposition to confusing Neptune throughout the week. Just as Mercury turns direct, Saturn and Uranus come into their exact square until October 12th. This potent fixed square has defined the overall background energy for the last year and a half. It all has to do with our higher power. Uranus in Taurus is taunting us, challenging us. Can we overcome the fear, the programming that keeps us from embracing our intuitive power? This square between Saturn in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus is about the dynamic changes that have not yet been able to occur, which would better reflect the energetic changes and upgrades that we have been going through. It's a tense and stubborn situation as the old guard just won't let go. We are being called to break ties on all levels which don't support our greater truth, the greater truth. Mercury will stay in trine to Pluto for over 2 weeks as he turns direct. This is helping us to harmoniously break ties and contracts that are no longer serving our role in the new Renaissance energy. We are looking for a bigger love that expands beyond the confines of our narrow reality and encompasses all. You can exist there and embody this energy as soon as you are ready. In order to incarnate on earth, we agreed not to remember this love, which is who we really are. But it's time to break the contracts and break the rules. It's time to bust out of this false reality psychic quarantine. We must claim back our mind and the reactivation of our higher intuitive skills. Mars in Gemini is in trine to Saturn in Aquarius. This is bringing some much-needed energy for dynamic negotiation and empowerment to speak the deeper truths. Mars is in retrograde shadow and will turn retrograde at 25 degrees Gemini at the end of October. This means that Mars will trine up with Saturn in Aquarius 3 times, which tells us a lot about his retrograde cycle. It's about speaking the truth of the past and the future. It's about disclosure and the reveal of technologies and true history which have been hidden from us in order to keep us slaves, an energetic food source for psychic controllers. It's about disclosure of our true past in order to bring on enlightenment of the future. Mars will also make 3 squares with Neptune and Pisces over this retrograde season. We are already starting to feel the first one, which happens exact from October 11th through the 15th. There is massive tension about all that has been suppressed and hidden in deceptive lies. We are not sure what is real and what is not, because we have been so continually traumatized and gaslit about the truth of world events. It can't go on this way. Something has got to give. This Mars retrograde and square to Neptune is sure to put the pressure on. Those with eyes to see and ears to hear might see crystal clear right through the corruption. The power of these realizations can help us slip us through into a whole different dimensional reality. We have already gotten the message that this Mars retrograde from October 31st to January 12th offers a deep spiritual initiation experience for the supernova soul. It's time for us to get over ourselves and find the courage to step into who we really are. We are being prepared for our new roles in our new reality, and it's beyond what we can comprehend. So just chill out and take care of yourself so you can more easily claim your peace of mind and hold that true consciousness. They want us upset and scared and shock and trauma. When we are neutral or positive, there is no food for the monster. No wonder it's so hard to stay there in peace, which is our natural God-given state. Our peace of mind is the greatest tool we have right now. Give yourself permission to be and create your own experience outside of the programmed reality. Even casual interaction with others then become an opportunity to demonstrate and rub off this peace out into your community. Supernova souls claiming back their sovereign mind and soul are warriors for peace. By just being, keep up the good work. Venus has moved over into Libra. This means it's her turn to oppose big old Jupiter in retrograde at 3 degrees Aries. The feminine in all of us is in a quandary. Our larger spiritual path is finally calling, but is it at the expense of love and family? Perhaps it's also a new paradigm of love and family as we open back up to our bigger cosmic self. From AdrianElyse.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Lunar aspects, the month ends with an enthusiastic moon in Sagittarius, engaging with Venus, Jupiter, and the Sun. Sagittarius energy is full of faith, lives in the moment, believes in the future, searches for answers, gathers inspiration from the 4 corners of the globe. Every country, every culture, every story contains nuggets of truth. This is the place of myths and legends, glorious tales that inspire us to reach higher. Yes, for some, the atmosphere may be muted by Saturn's arrival on the 18th degree of Aquarius, as the square to Uranus grows ever more insistent. The next 2 weeks are tense, and even after that, there are more trials to come with eclipse season and Mars retrograde. Still, today at least it's time to take a tentative look up. Let your heart swell with possibilities. Ask big questions. Wonder why. Find your reason to keep moving forwards. Life is a journey. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time, Key 15.5. Beneath the mirage and hallucination of the third-dimensional human persona is the implacable and unperturbed essence self, cosmic existence immersed in its own expression of self-existing awareness. 260 keys to Synchronotron, and today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 135, Blue Overtone Eagle. Overtone is the name for the number 5, and its keywords are empower, radiance, and command. The 5th day of any wave spell is quite powerful, but the 5th day of the monkey wave spell is much more intense. A great deal can be achieved today if you have the gumption. You can be empowered, or overpowered is the message here. Remember the theme set out on day 1 by the magical monkey, and that is to go on a magical 13-day journey. Today is an important part of that journey. We are being empowered, and we now can radiate. Today is Blue Eagle, and it represents creativity, mind, and vision. The eagle helps us see the bigger picture, which is very helpful currently due to monkey messing with our heads. Fly high today above all the mayhem, and you'll be empowered by what you see. Creativity, too, will be empowering today, and so indulge in whatever gets your creative juices flowing. The eagle has visions, but mind is another key associated with it, and this really helps us today because the monkey mind is overthrown by the eagle's mind. The eagle's mind is sharp, just like its talons and beak. It can shred through any nonsense, and this enables us to see things more clearly. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Blue Overtone Eagle, 5 Main, Keen 135, 30th of September 2022, Empowering Big Visions. 30-9-2022 equal 396 equal 315 equal 36 equal 9 369 Nikola Tesla Universal Code. Day codes 30 Retrospection Retreat, 3 Holy Trinity Joy, Creativity, Happiness, 9 Completion Service, Destiny, Divine, Humanity, Grace. Month year codes 9, 15 Spiritual Alchemy, Charisma, Magnetism, 6 Heaven, Christ, Family, Harmony, Fertility, 20 The Awakening, Clear Vision, 22 Architect of Peace, Master Builder. Keen 135 equal 9, Destiny, Endings, Day code equal 9, 99, Destiny, Portal. Another divinely encoded spiritual day imbued with clarity, radiance, and success codes. 9 equals completion, endings, endings, endings. Today we complete the 9th Gregorian month of September, very fitting on a 9-9 double destiny code. Today we are finishing off old business, tying up loose ends, cutting cords, and getting ready for October, the 10th month of manifesting new beginnings. Day 5 in the blue monkey wave spell of magic, joy, bliss, play, merriment, spontaneity, and a return to innocence. Today we are using monkey magic to empower our greatest dreams of personal and collective abundance. Tone of creation overtone, tone 5 in the spiritual realm. Action commands, power empowers, essence radiance. Number 5 represents the center, core purpose, foundation, and central intent. It is the center of the wheel from which all the spokes emanate. This is the phase where the energy of creation returns to the center and then radiates outwards. Overtones command the unbounded. They order it to be, and so it becomes. Their power radiates from their soul essence through a pure connection to Source. This is the true source of unlimited power. Day 5 is the command day, where we command our dreams into being, radiating them out to the universe so that they can manifest on day 10, planetary tone day. If you have not written your bucket list or completed your vision board, hop to it and command to spirit exactly what it is you want to manifest. Be bold and be clear. Command your abundance and success. Most of your core wounding relates to your base chakra issues. So draw on your Kundalini power to raise and release these energies, funneling it into magical creation power. This energy allows the power and radiance of full vital energy to be expressed as we answer to our responsibilities with no resistance. Full power, vital force, expressed through manifesting our greatest magic. Today's question is, what dreams can I empower in order to unleash and to co-create the collective dream of planetary abundance? Divine blessings for commanding our great dreams into reality. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 135, Blue Overtone Eagle. The mantra, the code for today is, I empower in order to create. Commanding mind, I seal the output of vision with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided by the power of abundance. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, CC, for raising her pledge on Patreon and for your continued support. We appreciate you very much. 144 coming in. If you'd like to support our work and mission with a monthly pledge, you could do so to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. I would like to also thank Divine Brother of the Light, Milo Shradik, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Brother. We appreciate you and your continued support. We appreciate all of you that continue to support our work and mission. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal account at eaglelovecondor.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes 444 flowing in. From Divine Sistar of the Light, Erini, from Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy. Athens, September 30th, 2022. The true spiritual sun. Surrendering. Illumination. Spirit over matter. Grace given. Two becoming one. Taurus field. Twin flame circuit 69. Full recalibration between masculine and feminine establishing. Circuit restoration has begun on all levels. Divine Kundalini keys returning. Free energy. Interdimensional portals to reopen once the circuits reestablish. Orgasm, organ, orgone, organic, organism. The golden Gaia, the golden flow of Gaia. Orgasmic beings, orgasmic life. The fifth element, portal to the new cell. The material body under deeper purification. Steady and slow progress as the powers are great. Respect. Matter, body, mind resistance to consciously smooth out. Dedication. Active attention and awareness to the necessary healing. He is returning fully back online, alive, and is receiving his inner revelation. His awakening and revelation will shake, change, and illuminate the material plane forever. His affecting the material aspect in all. Change of reality. Message. The inner circuit, when fully in flow, will transform and heal the human body from all its impurities and blockages, and a new world will be seen by the eyes of the purified. To be continued. Great love to all. Erini. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful and blessed weekend ahead, and most amazing, blessed, and magical month of October. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.